Hi, I would like to talk today about judgment, judging another person, and how we end up judging another person, and because of that, how our relationships can get hampered. So, it is when we think about judging another person, we do not consciously think that, hey, I have to judge this particular person. But it happens because of our belief systems and the other person's belief systems are different, and they will be different because you develop your belief system based on your cultural practices and your experiences. The other person develops his or her belief systems based on his or her cultural practices and his or her experiences. So now what happens is, you tend to judge a person's action and you paste your belief about that particular person with respect to the action. You paste it on the particular person's nature, and that is what becomes judgment. To explain it further, say there is this particular person who is quite upfront or very expressive with his or her opinions and ideas. Now, the person expressing his opinion or ideas may be sharing it with the belief that he or she is just being communicative and expressive. Now, that is coming from his or her space of belief system. But your space of belief system is different, and you perceive this way of expression as arrogance. Now, that is also perfectly fine. But now, where the problem arises is, you paste this label of arrogance on that particular person's nature. So when you place this label of arrogance on that particular person's nature, you get a kind of a shield or a mask in front of you, and whenever that particular person expresses anything, even which seems to be valid, you tend to disregard it, or you tend to dislike the particular person's communication because you already have in your mind that this particular person is arrogant. This is what is judgment. We have to be more mindful to be able to differentiate between a person's nature and the person's action. And while we are free to condemn the person's action based on our belief systems, it is more important for us to be mindful of accepting the person's nature as it is, because each one is brought up, each one is nurtured in a different environment, and he or she's nature will depend upon that. If we are able to practice this, our judgment of another person will start reducing, and if our judgment reduces, then our relationships will not be hampered.